Been in about 93 countries around the world, carried a gun in a lot of them.
Republican U.S. Senate candidate Tim Sheehy certainly has an impressive resume. The father of four and successful Bozeman businessman is a former Navy SEAL who served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
My wife and I both served overseas. She was a Marine Corps officer, me as a Navy SEAL team leader.
And MTN was there in 2015 when he was presented a Purple Heart for another injury sustained during his time in combat.
You learn a lot in military service. You learn the power and the greatness of this nation.
But now new questions are surfacing about Sheehy's military service, specifically how he was injured in combat. New reports published Friday in both the New York Times and the Washington Post detail accounts from two people now casting doubt on Sheehy's version of the events. In October of 2015, Sheehy received a citation for illegally discharging a weapon in Glacier National Park. At the time, Sheehy claimed his gun fell out of the back of his vehicle and accidentally fired with the bullet hitting him in his arm. Sheehy later admitted that wasn't true. He and his campaign then said the injury occurred in 2012 while Sheehy was serving in Afghanistan, telling the Washington Post he didn't report it at the time because he received no treatment for the injury and said it didn't affect his ability to do his job and that Sheehy wanted to protect his platoon mates by not triggering an investigation.
When I was 18, I was carrying a gun in defense of this country.
But now the park ranger who issued the citation in Glacier has come forward, telling the New York Times he's 100% certain Sheehy received a gunshot wound in the park. And a former colleague and fellow Navy SEAL is also questioning Sheehy's account of what happened in Afghanistan, saying the two met after the alleged injury occurred and that there were no signs of any injury. We did hear back from the Sheehy campaign tonight, who called that story in part a pathetic attempt by John Tester through an activist to disparage an American warrior. Sheehy saying in that statement that he won't let any of this, quote, slander stop him from fighting every day as Montana's next U.S. Senator. He continues to enjoy a lead in most of the polls. In Billings, Russ Riesinger, MTN News.